Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. So this is going to be a relationship reading. I'm going to be looking into Harry Styles' girlfriend, Olivia, like her energies, and see basically what's up with her. So let's see, before I begin, let me just see if this relationship is for publicity, like if it's a fake, false relationship. Because that's what people have been saying in the comment section. And so it's kind of like, before I waste my time looking into their relationship, let's just see, is it false? What can we see regarding that situation? Is it real? Is it false? So there's a heaviness. There's definitely a heaviness, right? And it has to do with the age difference. I know, if I'm correct, I believe that Harry Styles is I think he's 25 or 28, if I'm correct. And his female is 38, so they say. She could be older. She looks like she's like 45. But what I'm seeing is there's a weight, and this weight has to do with age. Not just that, I'm getting this weight affects Harry's energy somehow. That's what this second card is. It has to do with his emotion. Because you guys know what I say, when the card is face down, it has to do with a person's like feelings, their emotion. And it's interesting that the card fell in a cross position. So it's a burden, and there's a sacrifice with this situation. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an energy of like self-sacrifice. But let's see what the card is about. Patience. Believe it or not, this is an interesting energy. There's a weight because of her age, but this is further insight. I'm not gonna lie, Harry, he's kind of like, I don't want to be negative, but it's like this female, this lady, it's the energy of nurturing that like he wants. You know what I mean? And it goes back to all the trauma that like he's been through. You know what I mean? Not just that, this also speaks of kind of like a crutch sort of energy. So it's kind of like he wouldn't be dealing with her if he wasn't so like traumatized because of like his life and all. Like, I don't know, like if some of you guys haven't seen that reading I did for him, definitely see that reading, because I get into that. I'm not going to get into all that here and repeat all of that, but as you can see though, it's like a deep energy. I'm going to pick up the energy, guys. I'm not going to just like rush and all of that. This is an interesting energy because it's like there's illusions here because of the moon. But the illusions relate to emotions. Not just that. It's kind of just like, I'm also picking up a vibe of secrets. Right off the bat, let me just say, because I know you guys are like curious. No, this isn't a relationship for publicity, which is really interesting, right? Because like, I would have assumed it was. But what I'm seeing is a dude that's staying in this situation because he's using her as a crutch. You know what I mean? To receive warmth. But at the same time, this card, right? It fell sideways, this maturity. And usually like when a card falls sideways, it speaks of things not being right. So I'm getting a vibe of like, there's a over sort of like, how would you say it? An overburdening that she causes. Not just that, even though she's older, there's an energy of her being selfish. I'm definitely picking up a vibe of her being selfish, of her being in her own world. That's what I'm picking up. It's deep because it's kind of just like he's in this relationship because he wants that warmth from her, but he's really not getting it. But it's because he's desperate, is what I'm seeing. He's definitely desperate. Very deep energies. Let's see, what else can I see about this situation? Because I'm seeing like she's selfish. She doesn't give him what like he needs. But he's such in a bad place that he's kind of like taking whatever he can get at this moment in time. Not just that, he likes the fact that she's older. But it's kind of like a disconnect. There's a major disconnect that I'm seeing. This card fell face down. So it represents, ooh, this is deep. This is definitely her energy, guys. That's why it's kind of just like, what was I telling you? That she's like, basically like, I don't know, it's like an energy of, it's hard to explain. I know it seems like I'm tripping over my words, but sometimes like these energies are really hard to explain because it's a real complicated situation. You know what I mean? This goes into the depth of someone's emotion. So it's showing me it's kind of just like, the reason why like there's a weight as far as this relationship that she's like bringing to it is because for her, it's a money making venture. You know what I mean? It's a hustle. So what I'm seeing, and not just that, you see the sex worker, it goes back to a lot of different things. So it goes back to the reading that I did for Harry, because you've seen like what I said about like what he was going through as far as like the sex worker situation. So it's kind of just like that's stressing this situation. Not just that, for him, it's a real relationship, but for her, she's trying to hustle. Not just that, she's trying to come up in the world. And again, it's the energy of like narcissism, of being selfish. You see how this female is just checking herself out. She's looking at her status online. That's what I'm picking up. So it's like, yeah, it's a real relationship from his standpoint. But the further insight is that she's in it for the opportunity. So, I mean, the cards speak for itself. So, I mean, yeah, that's basically what their relationship is. Very deep. So let's see, what else can I see about this Olivia? What can I see about her personality, her situation? It's deep because it's like a contradictory energy, because it's showing me that she's a hopeless romantic. Again, her emotions. She wants to leave this relationship though, because the Eight of Staff, the Eight of Wands is all about movement. So it was interesting. It was showing me that she's a hopeless romantic, right? With this Two of Cups, this Two of Vessels. But she wants to leave her current situation because it has to do with the connection that they have, because the Eight of Staffs also represents communication. So it's showing me it's kind of just like the communication really isn't there. Not just that, she knows that this guy isn't basically like her soulmate. Let's see, what else can I see? Or rather, what else can we see regarding this situation, all right? So this is deep, right? I'm getting this as her emotion, and I'm getting this as his emotion. Let's see what her emotion is. This Seven of Swords, this Seven of Daggers, this lady, she's about the cause that, like, she got into, which is basically like her standing in life. You know what I mean? She's stubborn. The Seven of Swords represents being stubborn. Not just that, it represents not backing down. So yes, she wants like true love. Yes, she wants to leave this situation. But you see this orange on this guy's head. Basically, she knows what's on her mind. She's being really logical about shit. She's kind of just like, okay, I have to stay in this relationship. This is going to benefit me for whatever reason. We can obviously put two and two together. Let's see his emotion. This Chariot with this moon, I'm getting an energy of struggle. I'm definitely getting an energy of struggle. You see with this polarity, this white and this black, not just that, with this moon here. I don't know why I get a vibe with this particular energy of kind of just like he's just wandering. You know what I mean? Because the Chariot is all about movement. But you see how this guy, he's kind of just like leaned against this wagon. I don't know what you would call that. But he's just like leaning against his chariot. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like he's stuck. I'm looking at an energy of being stuck. So it's deep. It's just like she's a hopeless romantic. Not just that, she's not receiving the communication that she wants with this guy. She feels alone in this situation. It's like they're mirroring each other. Because if you look at the previous reading I did for Harry, it was showing me that like he feels alone. So it's funny because I didn't even know like if he was in a relationship or not. But when I did that reading, everyone was like saying all sorts of stuff in the comment section. Like, well, how does his girlfriend feel about him? You know, I guess being like into different stuff. And it was interesting. So I was like, okay, let's just see. Like, I did a reading for him, so let me pick up her energies. And what I'm seeing is just like a female that's strategic. This is a strategic energy, the Seven of Swords. You know what I mean? You see this guy, he's on a mission. So this situation is a mission for her. She's executing a plan. Very interesting energies. And for him, it's like he's along for the ride. You know what I mean? This is the energy, again, of him being tired. Because I believe that's what was popping up in the reading I did for him previously. You saw this guy's just chilling. It's not focusing over there. Okay, there it goes. These are actually really beautiful cards. I actually love this deck. But anyway, it's interesting that this dude, he's just leaning against his chariot. You know what I mean? Not just that, this is giving me further insight. Because you guys know, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't just like pick up the energies like that are just like the standard energies. I actually pick up some heavy energies. And what I'm seeing is it's like, this dude has his bags packed. So it's kind of just like, again, it's weird. Because I know it might seem like the energies are contradicting each other. But again, life isn't black and white. Life isn't even gray. It's colorful. And I'm pretty sure we know people like this that are in relationships, but like at a drop of a hat, like things could come to an end like that. So it's kind of just like, that wasn't even a good snap. There we go. Usually my snaps are like really loud and crisp. But anyway, this is showing me it's kind of just like he's ready to leave at any time. You know, so it's deep. I'm seeing a lot of illusions in this situation. But yeah, that's basically her personality. So interesting. Let me just pick up some general energies regarding her now. I don't have any other further questions. This Knight of Cups, what was I telling you? That she's not happy with her current love situation? Because the Knight of Cups pertains to love. And you see this guy, he is not happy. Not just that, the Knight is about movement. And you see how this is a city? She wants to explore. She wants to do other things. She's very unhappy is what I'm seeing. Let's see. What else can I see about her situation? All right. This Sun, this is some positive energies. I know this lady might seem like a shit person. You know what I mean? But we know there's a lot of shit people. But it doesn't mean that they can't receive blessings and that they don't. Because otherwise, like, everyone will be miserable. But this is showing me that she's definitely going to be coming into some luck. She's definitely going to be coming into some luck and some abundance. Let's see, what is this luck and abundance about that she's going to be coming into with this Sun? This Six of Pentacles is kind of just like, and I know you guys aren't going to like this. Let me have a glass of water before I say it. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, I know you guys aren't going to like this, but it's almost like the energies get what she's trying to do. Because the Six of Pentacles is all about give and take. You know what I mean? So it's showing me it's kind of just like the energies understand what she's trying to do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like in life, there's, I don't know what you call it, parasites and shit like that. You know, because obviously this female is basically a parasite as far as Harry Styles is concerned. You know what I mean? But it's kind of just like the energies get that. It's kind of just like, okay, it's this really old ass lady. Like she's with this young guy. She's trying to capitalize off of him. Not just that. This is showing me she's in a desperate state. You see how like this guy is like on the floor? It's a very humble, desperate predicament. So it's kind of just like the energies aren't going to be too harsh. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We know people do horrible things all the time. It doesn't mean like their life is going to end and karma is just going to be shit for them. So that's what I'm seeing. It's kind of just like, this is an energy of forgiveness. Because it's like, yeah, she's not like really tripping off of this guy. But again, this is just real life. This is business. You know, Hollywood is business. So I'm seeing that she's going to be forgiven as far as this give and take. Not just that. Ooh, this is really deep. She's leaving a path of destruction. That's what I'm seeing here with this devil. You know what I mean? This is definitely sort of like a path of destruction. So it's kind of just like she's trying to benefit from this situation, but she's not helping with his situation. Again, what was I telling you? Like, she's selfish. So what I'm picking up intuitively is fights. I'm picking up disagreements. Not just that, she uses her more experienced sort of like mind and personal experience to manipulate this guy. It is what it is. So it's like after the smoke clears, he's going to be even in more sort of just like emotional chaos. You know what I mean? Where he feels like he can't trust people. You know what I mean? So very interesting. Let's see what else I can see regarding this situation. I'm curious though. I'm gonna ask, does she know about like his dark secrets, basically? So let's see. This Temperance, I mean, it's interesting because they're both trying to alchemize. That's what I'm seeing. This is a strong energy of the two of them mirroring each other. Because it's like he wants something out of this relationship. What he wants is emotional support and warmth. And what she wants is financial career gain. You know what I mean? Because the Temperance is all about being patient. Not just that. It's the energy of alchemizing. So it's kind of just like they're both trying to alchemize. That's what I'm seeing. That's just their situation. They're both trying to alchemize. There's nothing like too heavy, too deep. Now let me see. Does she know that Harry basically is into the shit that he's into? Or involved in, I should say. So let's see. This is going to be fascinating for sure. Oh yeah, she definitely knows. She definitely knows with this guilt. Not just that, she's kind of just like, why the fuck am I with him? So this is deep. This shows why she want to get away as well. This is deeper insight. She definitely feels guilt. Not because she feels bad for him, but because of herself. She's like, this dude is basically, you know, like being hoed out. And I'm with him. You know what I mean? So she feels a particular way about that. But again, this is the star in this particular deck. So she's concerned about her celebrity, her stardom. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. And again, she's a master. She's controlling her shit. Herself, her mind. I know it seems fucked up, but it is what it is. Again, it was showing that like she's basically a parasite. And she's an old-ass lady. No offense to old people. I'm 30, so I'm pretty much up there. We're getting up there. So it's nothing like that. I just use it to explain like the situation so people know. Like this is an old ass lady that knows what she's doing. She's a master. She's not a novice. She knows how this shit goes. You know what's funny? I never heard of her until people were mentioning her. So I don't know like what movies she plays in or what she does. She might even do other things and could be a singer. I really don't know. But it's showing me that she's a master at what she does. Not just that, this 10 is a deep energy because it reminds me of big business. It reminds me of like Capricorn. You know what I mean? So it's showing me she's at harmony with the situation as far as kind of just like her goals. You know what I mean? She's at peace. She's kind of just like, okay, I know what I'm trying to do. Her heart and her mind is aligned because she's trying to be in a better situation as far as her Hollywood career. But at the same time, as far as like just being with him, she doesn't want to be with him. She's actually disgusted by the situation and she feels like guilt because of it. She's like, fuck. But what I'm seeing is that she definitely knows. She most definitely knows. But again, she controls herself. She's kind of just like, okay, there's like an opportunity, so I have to stay and stick with it. So, I mean, this was the energy. It was nothing like, you know, unexpected, I guess. So guys, definitely tell me what you thought about it. You know, I know I seem like more chill and laid back, you know what I mean? Because to be honest, like the energies are really stale. That's what I'm getting. Like, you know, because I always pick up energies, like even before I did his reading, and the energies were showing me basically like, you know, gay for pay and all sorts of like deep shit. The energy that I pick up with this particular reading is stale. Not just that, it's an energy of no passion. So it's kind of just like there's no passion between the both of them, you know. So it's kind of like, it is what it is. I know I keep repeating the same shit, but I do that too so people don't like asking me the same shit in like the comment section. People understand what I'm saying, because I say like shit that's plain as day, but some people ask me like funny questions. Like I think someone asked me a question about Harry, like how is he doing gay for pay if he's straight? And so, I get questions like that, and it's kind of just like, it's kind of just like a no-brainer situation. So, I'm not trying to be like condescending or anything. It is what it is. So I try to like make sure everyone understands what's going on here, that she's in this relationship for her career. He's in this relationship for emotional support and warmth. Yeah, he's not getting it, but he's desperate. Yeah, she's basically unhappy, but she's staying true to her goals. Plain as day. But yeah, take care, people.